What is up, Log Cabin Nation?
Yo,
It's
yo.
Ringus back again with my boy Bompton for the Log Cabin podcast. We're joined today with my boy MichxelRay. You can find him on Instagram. He puts out some sick music. We'll talk about that later. Right now,
what's up, guys?
What are you dudes thinking about this week?
We were talking earlier, and I've just been on this whole, let's just say, Earth shape theory, right? I've always been a pretty big. I don't want to say flat earther or anything. Just
You're a round Earth questioner.
My biggest thing I've always said is I prove me that it is a globe. Prove it to me, and then I'm easily able to get on board with everybody else, because who wants to go against the grain on everything? You know what I mean? Especially something that's been like so indoctrinated into our education system, and I just sound crazy. Like, here's a good example. My daughter is 8 years old. She is in the 2nd grade. She hears me talking some weird shit sometimes about, like, flat earth and stuff. And I have to decide, do I teach her what I believe? Or do I just allow her to become part of the norm? And then when she gets a certain age, be like, hey, and I didn't want you to be a fucking outcast growing up, but like make your own decisions. You know what I mean? This is what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a parent, so take my advice with a grain of salt, but I think that you can just show her to not be gullible and not believe in everything she's told, I guess would be the best way to approach that.
I'm sorry to cut you off. No. Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. Like, I tried to show her like things that are real and not real, and like I might ruin movies and shit for her, but like I try to like let her know, like, that's not how real life works.
Right.
But I think it's just a little too intricate. That topic's just a little bit too much.
Yeah, same. I think I make it I make sure that my son knows that, science changes every single day. Like, where everything's going to be, like, I want him to not be an outcast at the same time, like you said, but I want him to know as well. Like, I think he'll find out on his own too, though.
Yeah.
He's just like, if he's anything like me, he's 8 years old, and he's already, dude. He's very, very smart. Very smart.
My daughter's 8. It's a good
asking so many questions.
Yeah. It's wild, man. So I was like, I try to stay the fuck off TikTok. This shit is like crack.
I swear, dude.
I hate it. But like, I'm not watching like a lot of this. I'm watching like the shit that I want to see, conspiracy shit, all types of weird shit. The stuff that I normally wouldn't watch. It's like a quick education, and it helps me out a lot. I use fucking TikTok and YouTube for like to-do tutorials all the fucking time. I just bought a smoker, and my wife bought an offset smoker. I've never smoked meat before. Watched a couple TikToks, and I was like, felt like I had the confidence to go and do it, and I cooked up 16 pounds of pork, and I feel pretty sick right now. It's disgusting how much pork I've eaten so much. I had the pork last night. We had pulled pork sandwiches. This morning I had a Denver pulled pork sandwich, a pulled pork omelet, really, not a Denver one, but pulled pork omelet. I had nachos with pork on it. I'm disgusting right now. Like, I'm literally 38% pig right now. On top of the usual 15. But
so so let me get this straight, and I just want to make sure that I have this right. So you'd never smoked meat before, and you decided for your first go you were gonna make 16 pounds of pork.
Cause you know me, man. Go big or go home, bro. Like, I mean, yeah. It's either gonna kill or I'm gonna get everybody sick and get E. coli or some shit.
And at least everybody go down with you. You can give it away to neighbors.
At least I didn't cook any corn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but it went pretty good, man. I was able to give it out to like a gang of my neighbors, and I still have like a fuck ton left, man. It was a ridiculous amount to cook. I'll never do it again. But that being said, yeah, just TikTok's, it's like a love-hate relationship with it. But I got into this whole flat earth / not even flat earth. Earth is stationary theory.
Okay.
This one is fucking me up.
Now that one I
fuck with this one. Yeah, because like I have said it for years. I don't understand. Like I looked up earlier today. the math is like we travel some like 7.5 trillion, almost 7.5 trillion miles through space every year.
Well, not only that, our universe travels millions of miles per hour, and then
Right?
our solar system travels millions of miles per hour, and then we spin millions of miles per hour. You know, it's
and
like
for at least we could say for at least 1,000 years, we've been tracking the same 15 constellations. You know what I mean? So like, or 12 constellations. I'm sorry. What the fuck?
I mean, if you go outside
we're not gonna...
any night of the year and look north, you're gonna see the same star.
That shit pisses me off.
So like, what's but see, so I'm gonna be completely neutral ground on this debate here. I'm not an astrophysicist or an astronomer or whatever people that study the sky is called. I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm just a dumb guy. But
the only
do they say that like the stars travel with us, or how do they explain that?
Well, the point is, it's the universe is either ever expanding or is going to expand so much and then eventually implode on itself. Like that's why.
But I mean, like in terms of like why we see the same stars and have for thousands of years. Like, how do they explain that?
Bro, they can't.
I have questions on both sides. I have watched a few documentaries, or if you want to call them that, on Flat Earth, years ago when it first kind of re-emerged. And I have questions for them too. So, I feel like this could be a good... We need somebody who knows about science and crap on here.
For real, bro.
Somebody who's Bompton versus some dude who's like a pro stargazer.
Well, not me versus them. I don't have the intelligence to fight off anybody in this goddamn subject. Like, because I watch the videos... It's just more like it makes more sense to me that shit is happening. Like, how do you say it?
So I don't believe in the moon landing. I'll put that out there. I don't believe in the moon landing.
I mean, NASA's already stated twice that we haven't made it, and one of them was just a video they're doing talking about some Land Rover that they're gonna send out there, and they said, we got to pass the Van Halen belt. This is a radioactive belt we've never been able to pass.
They have a belt called Van Halen.
Yeah, Van Halen belt. Van Halen belt.
Eddie Van Halen, like the guitar player.
Right.
You gotta get past
the Van
Halen
pick of
belt,
destiny
boys.
to get past it, dude.
So I was gonna say this. So one reason I don't believe in a lot of the stuff that they're talking about with space is that I know lots of people are interested in space and everybody wants to believe that we can be in Star Wars or Star Trek or whatever and go interstellar and go travel to different planets and stuff, and that does sound pretty sick. But one thing that really has always kept me from buying into a lot of the stuff that they talk about is that I even looked this up too, like a long time ago, and even again more recently, just to double check and make sure that things hadn't changed. You could dogpile it too if you want to. The ISS, the International Space Station, they don't really have internet. They'd say they have like dial-up speeds up there. And so what gets me is you have people in space, supposedly in space, like video calling into like the Ellen show or like news, and they're like Skyping in like 1080p, like perfect freaking quality, like better than we got here right now on Discord. And I'm thinking, how are they able to do that with like garbage internet,
And
so people don't ask that question. They're like, how, if they're in space, how are they video calling? And it's not pre-recorded because they're like talking to them. If it is pre-recorded, they don't disclose that. So it's like some dude floating there, drinking Tang, eating cheese puffs or something.
Bro, videos where like the guys are disappearing around the corner in the space station as they go by.
Oh, it's a green screen.
It's a green screen, bro, and it's fucked up because like I would be cool with watching this whole shit, but like you see people paying for the SpaceX experience and they're going up in what is that, like zero gravity flight? What is it called?
It's
you know what I'm talking about?
Subspace.
Yeah. But like you can get an airplane, you can fly up there, and you feel weightless for a minute, and then you come back. Right? Yeah. Have you seen that shit? It's the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean you can do that on a roller coaster.
Yeah, kind of, but you can't really get it all the way. But you're watching this video and you're seeing this blonde chick with hair, and it's like this long, and the way that it flows, it looks like if her hair was flowing with water, weightless. You know what I mean? Kind of like if it was in water. But then you see these bitches on the space station, They look like fucking Eddie Munster's mom. What the fuck? The fucking fried out hair, and it's ridiculous. So it's just like the shit that people just eat up and are cool with it because it's easier just to say yes. Like,
I'll be the first I'll be the first to like question what they're saying because I don't trust them. I don't trust none of them. All right.
I watched a video the other day. You know that British car guy who's like fucking on everything. He's this tall, balding, curly-haired guy. Wears a lot of like button-up V-necks.
Talking about Mr. Bean?
No, he's a British car. Like he's a car enthusiast. He like travels around the world.
Top Gun guy?
Car.
Or
Yes, Top Gear guy. That Top Gear guy, right?
Okay.
I watched a video. One of the videos I sent you earlier. He's old right now, right? He's like 60, 70?
Uh-huh.
Right? The video I sent you, he's like 30 years old. And he's at some NASA complex, and these motherfuckers are making clouds. Like, full on big fucking clouds, and then rains an hour later.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about
I just saw it. Like, they put that shit
there's always a conspiracy about that. They've been changing the weather for a long time.
But there's no conspiracy. It's there. Like I totally like I'll send you the video as well. Well, it is absolutely disgusting. Can I put this on my screen real quick for like 10 seconds? I know our Spotify people.
It might f up the alignment of the webcams, but that's whatever. We'll see how it goes.
And we're gonna
It's probably gonna create a third one, and it's gonna just completely.
But y'all gotta remember too. We see Saturn, all these other planets at certain times. Like every 45, 65 years. And you gotta think too, like all these other civilizations, like the Sumerians, the Greeks, the Mayans, the Aztecs, they all knew that planets were round, and there was only actually a short period of time where people thought that the Earth was flat. That's because like really we were dumb. We were like dumbed down.
Were we just going off of general information?
I think maybe like
they made us feel like we were dumbed down.
Well, I'm talking about like when Christopher Columbus and all of them were sailing across the ocean, and then like I feel like it was just like a restart in life, pretty much not too long before that. Like a catastrophe happened a couple thousand years before that.
Well, here's the thing: why would we be the only flat planet?
Who says that we are?
Well, you can see other planets.
You can't see. You see stars, bro.
Well, you can literally observe like Jupiter at certain times, and you can literally see like Saturn and the rings around it and stuff like that at certain times. Like,
I think see other planets.
I think we're seeing like nothing really.
A projection screen.
You think there's a projection on the dome? No, I believe in other planets. Let it be known, I believe in other planets. I think that
I'm not gonna say I have an explanation for other planets, but
listen, I don't know. Like I told you earlier, I definitely know that there is something going on that they're lying about or not telling us or whatever. But I don't know if flat Earth is the answer.
But see, you say flat, and you're making me think like that.
Disc-based Earth.
Who says?
The flat Earth theory. People
it don't even have to be flat Earth. It could be like a square,
I don't think it's flat.
Or it could be like dude, our universe could be a square.
Square would be flat still.
Like from all the videos I've seen and all these different theories and concepts and all these different ideas, what I think what it really looks like is like a golf ball, in the sense of that rivet in the golf ball, right? That's our world, and then like a bowl. That's everything that we got. The whole North America, everything. That whole ring that they call around the crust. That's that rivet, the high side of the rivet. And then there's that little land bridge, and then you go into another rivet, right? I think that's what it really is.
I mean, there are difference in.
And I'm talking about going to like different multiverses and shit, like getting really weird and like cosmic and shit. But
so you think that our planet is just one rivet on a
One
golf
of many,
ball
bro.
of all of the different universes or different multiverses that are on the same globe.
It's the prettiest way I can paint it. It's the only thing that also makes sense for me
I
for
think
like
that's
the
a new
Mandela effect.
theory. We're gonna call that Bompton theory.
The golf ball theory.
Cause see, here's what whenever I hear, you know why I think maybe a lot of people steer away from whenever you, and like you said, you didn't want to call it flat Earth theory, because I've watched these documentaries on YouTube and I've seen the interviews with the flat Earth societies people, and they believe this is basically what they believe. They believe that the Earth is a disc with an ice wall around it, infinitely moving up in the universe, which is why we stay on it. They don't believe in gravity. Okay. They believe that this dude went out and saw the ice wall and came back and told everybody about it, and now the government is making it so that nobody can go out there to Antarctica.
Yeah, but you seem a little harsh saying that they don't believe in gravity, because gravity
That's what
is a
they
theory.
say.
Hold on,
That's
but
what they say, though.
Gravity is a theory.
Okay,
right?
I mean, I get that, but I'm saying that
It's just a
the
theory.
gravity theory doesn't work with
Hey,
if
you believe in the globe, do you realize you don't believe in up and down?
I mean, yeah, I guess. In
Because
the grand
if
scheme
you're-
of things.
Yeah, you're on a ball. Which way's up?
It's all about perspective, though. If I'm in my
But
room,
then you don't
this
believe
is
in
up.
There's no up then.
Well, I could be. I mean, if I'm in Australia, this is down, right?
No, that's
According
but
to
up is
space.
not a perspective. Up is up, right?
It is a perspective based on your perspective. If you were looking
if
up, then
if
that's
I'm in the
looking up.
same room as you and I lay down on the ground and I say, "Hey, I'm gonna go up," are you gonna be looking at me like I'm weird and like, no, you're gonna move down to the side?
Yeah, if you got down on the ground and said, "I'm going to get up," that's not what that means.
If you and I are standing in the same room and I lay down and I say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna scoot up," is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, because that's up from you're moving upward to the top of your body.
This just shows me that you're too willing, like too passive to like accept everything. You probably have way too many special people that come to your job.
I'm too passive to accept it? You're the one that's saying that we can't be up or down because we're on a floating globe in the infinite universe.
No,
you're the one that's
technically what it says. If you believe in a globe theory, then you don't believe in up. That's how like ridiculous I can sound by saying the exact same thing.
That doesn't make any sense, because you just told me up is right. You're literally agreeing with me, but in a passive aggressive way.
This is not right.
But you just told me that if you were laying down, you'd say you're going up.
I'm saying that people are okay with that. I'm not okay with that.
Okay. So
that's what I'm saying.
You're telling me that if I believe in the fact that Earth is a globe,
you don't believe in up.
I don't have direction. I don't have directional discernment.
How could you?
Because if I'm on an elevator and I go up,
where's
I'm going
north
up.
then? Where's north?
North is whatever the North Star is. That's what we've decided is the construct
Where's
of
north?
cardinal
If you were
directions.
at the bottom of the Earth, where's north? And then tell me where's up.
There's no up. We're like
we have our Earth literally has like a magnetic field that literally does that for us. That points north. So
exactly, dude.
It points to what north is, to the magnet. Like whatever.
Okay, if you're in China right now,
whatever the middle center of that magnet is, that's where it points to. Just like a radio speaker. If you ever done one of those speakers, it's the exact same thing. You got a disc with the N right here, the positive, and all the S's all around it. It's the same shit. That's why they'll never stand at Antarctica and show you north. I mean, not the South Pole.
Well, like I'm very open to everything like that, but I do believe in round planets and stuff like that. I'm very open because I believe in all kind of shit, dude. I believe in like infinite number of universes. I believe that there's an infinite number of Bomptons out there. I believe that.
Again, going to my golf ball theory, I agree with you.
Episode.
You're just right on the other side.
I agree. There's an infinite number of Ranguses out there.
Heck yeah,
I believe that whenever Rangus dies, Rangus isn't going to literally die. Like he's gonna still be connected to this universe or universes somehow in a way that he's not gonna be. He's just gonna be bam.
You think
it's like die, dude? I don't want to come back. The one.
I don't think you ever fully die. That's the thing. I don't think you ever fully die. I don't think you really ever die. I think you just. I think you just like.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
No, not. No. I believe there's an infinite number. I believe there's an. Have you ever got Deja Vu before?
100%. But
how do you know that's not your like? your like parallel
Because-
universe self telling you like, hey, bombs, watch out, or you know what I mean? Like,
But
how do
I've
you,
never-
or
all
whenever
my,
you say,
all my
whenever
deja
you have
vu
the
I've
pre,
ever had,
like the
is-
epitome to not do something. Whenever you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. How do you know
Honestly,
that's
I
not
don't-
your
I don't-
future
I don't-
self?
I don't
You know.
consider that deja
I was gonna say
vu,
about
that's-
deja vu. I've never had. I wish that my alternate parallel universe self would warn me when things happen, because he doesn't tell me crap. Anytime I get deja vu, it's always some mundane thing. I don't know what it is. He
No,
Well,
sucks.
I'm
yeah, it
saying,
is.
like, what if, like, your, like, decisions that you make that, like, your good and bad decisions, like, that make you a good person, that, what if that's your future self, like, your conscious in your head, that it's like, hey, you shouldn't do this.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
that's one interesting.
we
way to look at
literally
it.
do not know nothing about that. Like, we have
don't know
no
anything.
concept of, like, what our spirit is and what, but everybody believes that we have a spirit, and everybody what I believe
I'd
is our
think spirit-
energy.
Yeah, energy, and energy you can't get rid of energy. I definitely
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what happens you know what happens when you destroy energy?
Mm-hmm. What?
You create a fucking nuclear bomb. That's what you do.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Sorry, I
when
got
you destroy
distracted.
matter, we don't. That's why I'm telling you, we don't die. We don't die. We
No,
don't
but I
ever
definitely,
fully
I
die.
definitely believe in reincarnation, because like I feel I've had multiple times, like reincarnation and deja vu are two different things for me. Like I've never met somebody that I feel like I've met in a past life and had like relived a moment with them. Like, get the fuck out of this pencil. I never like relived a moment with them, but like I definitely have met people, and as soon as we make like real eye contact, I feel something where
I
it's
feel
just
that.
like we're like, I'm like, hey bro, or guy or girl, but like
Called love.
I
dude.
know that we don't know each other. Nah, not love, because it's
Called
never
love at
Well,
first
with-
sight, dude.
well,
Well-
like the time that I've had it with women, it's never in a sexual sense. It's just like I feel like I know you, and like we've been through some shit in a past life. And I
Well,
just
hold
feel
on. How do
cool
you
and
know that
comfortable
it's
with
not like y'all are on the same like headspace level, like the same like?
you. Because I've gotten that before. That's different.
know-
Like when I go out and I go out to like
Maybe it's like an
marketing
energy
kinda
thing. Like y'all have the same exact energy, and you see what I'm
It
saying?
feels
Like
different.
you're
It feels
connected.
different. So I meet people, and I'll talk. I'm very like entrepreneurial mindset. So like when I'm having conversations with different people in my neighborhood, some people will pick up on when I'm laying down, and then we'll kick it off. And next thing you know, we're talking some business, yada yada yada, and it's good. It doesn't feel the same. That energy I feel, it's a good energy, and I love it, but it's completely different. I'm talking about these people I've met, and I have a trust and loyalty to them, and it's day one, and it's just because of something that I have felt before. I also had some really vivid dreams where I've had dreams of like medieval times, and it's just like it's repetitive, the same shit over and over, almost like in a story base. And like I go and here's my dream. The next time I come back a little bit here, and I remember a little bit more, and I go, and sometimes I
Series.
go back. It's weird, but like it's
Well-
just it's too real. And I've met people in real in this life from those dreams where like it's just weird, bro.
Well,
It's
you know
wild.
what that kind of reminds me of? That kind of reminds me of something that I kind of believe, which is like everybody has the potential to be like your own god type thing. Like
Ooh,
you're gonna
that's
like
weird.
you're gonna live like all these different lives, and you're gonna live like until like you actually get it, until you actually know the true meaning of life. And whenever you do, like you transcend, like you become like
I like that theory. That's nice.
yeah, like I've always believed that. I've always had like a deep feeling about that, like how like you'll live like a lot of lives, and
So-
every single life you'll take something from that, and you'll never know the situation, and then one day, why do you think
You
the
get-
mines disappeared, brother? Why do you think the mines just
Well,
disappeared,
I know
bro?
all I got know.
Because there's,
All I know is this
uh,
must be my first life, because I don't know nothing.
No, but
Maybe
you know
next
what? It
time.
might not be your first life, but you just might not care in this life.
Maybe
You know what I
that
mean?
sounds
This might
right.
just be one. This might just be one of your duds. If you
Look,
feel
my
that
last
way.
life, I was
But-
like, dude, I'm gonna meet this guy, and I'm gonna start a podcast with him, and one day we're gonna talk about this, and it happened, dude.
But
It happened.
when it gets down to the science behind it, this is what I really believe. I believe that we all start from a spot. We get to like an information based period where we're so close to being that next level of society, and then some kind of like catastrophic event happens, flood,
Well, yeah, man.
Like a
asteroid,
restart.
blah blah blah, wipes out like 85% of the population, and then like some kind of like or nuclear war, for instance, like what's gonna happen if a nuclear war? Who's gonna survive? You know what I mean? The hunter gatherers, the rednecks, all these people, they're gonna be the ones who survive.
No, honestly,
But
the people who are going to survive are the ones who are not connected to any of the countries.
exactly, the hunter
And
gatherers,
yeah,
the
and
hunter
they're gonna be third
gatherers.
world countries.
But guess
like,
what? The people that do survive, for me and you, say Bompton was one of the only people to survive, and then so you go to them to help you to live because that's the only countries that's not really affected, and you're like, hey, help me live. Like I don't know how to survive, but guess what? I got this right here. I got this cell phone. I can show you this. I can show you how to build a boat. I can show you how to
from
get
my cell phone.
no, or something. You know what I'm saying though? Like you see what I'm saying? Like it's a restart every single time, and these people will go out like that. These little amount of people that do know this little bit of knowledge, and they'll go to these hunter gatherers, and then they'll say, "Hey, I don't know how to live like you do, but if you help me survive, I will show you what I do know. I will show you how to read the stars. I will show you how to get from point A to point B." And then they're like, "Oh my goodness, you're a god. You're a god." You know what I mean?
So like,
and
when
then
you were
thousands
saying,
of years later, they say that we were aliens.
I mean, we are aliens, bro.
Yeah, we already.
It's we could jump all the way around all these different conspiracies.
Dude, I'm
man,
here
but,
for
like,
it, dude. Let's just go down it.
I mean, if I don't know, it all depends on like how you were raised in a sense of like, did you have religion in your household? Because that gives you a basis of like, do you want to go down that route? Do you want to go down the evolution route? Do you want to go down the route of like which part of each of them are real, which part of each of them are kind of fake, and like why they're giving us the mixed match of both? It's fucking wild, man. Like
here's what I take from it. And full disclosure, I'm a Christian, so I believe in Jesus and all that stuff. But like, I think that there would not, like, every single religion, or even if you don't want to call it religion, just like a belief, comes from a person or group of people that really had a reason to believe in this. And so I think a little bit of all of it is true.
You know, most flat earthers
It all
are
comes from
Christian.
the Anunnaki, bro. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
know
you.
they are.
Yeah,
It all comes from the Anunnaki.
No, I want. Don't forget to come back to that because I do want to talk about them. They're amazing. They're amazing people. But no, really, that a lot of Christians are flat earthers are Christians. And
I know a lot of flat
earthers
earthers are also young Earth creationists too, which I'm not necessarily. I don't subscribe to that.
No, I get it, but like if you read the King James, like the new ones, right? The updated Bible, it says it right there in it, man. That there's I don't want to say it right, the ferment, the whatever, the fucking glass. Firmament, right?
Yeah,
but it also says, and it protects, it's between two bodies of water, where space is not an empty vacuum, empty space. It's actually like just a different type of water. It gets wild, bro. If you really look in that thing,
and again,
that's just fucking crazy.
I would say
that is crazy because that could be like an infinite number of like Earths, because time, even Isaac Newton even said, or Albert Einstein, excuse me, he said time is like water. And like whenever you cut off time, what it's really doing, like you like say like I can't go back in time, and if I kill my dad, I will not disappear. What I will really do is create a rift, and I will create a split off.
Multiverse theory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what. And we went. Y'all gotta remember, we went to the moon because of Albert Einstein. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We went to the moon because of that.
I was watching clips of him talk, like his Joe Biden moments. But all he does is read from cue cards, bro. I really think that like Albert Einstein was a real clown and a puppet.
He's a puppet. Yeah.
I think he was a puppet, bro. Because if you go watch him speak, all from cue cards. He can't look up.
Well, you gotta remember he was autistic.
I know, and I think of that movie with that one dude in it and that chick, but I can't think of the actors right now.
And Albert Einstein also proved that time travel like is possible.
But isn't it like wrapped up nicely? Like all his bullshit. It's just a little too nice,
Well, I mean, I
you
agree
know. And
because it's like,
I
why?
don't know.
Well, yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Look, I
Nikola
don't know
Tesla
anything
really
about it.
knew a lot more shit than Albert Einstein ever knew.
Yeah,
But
he also was quoted saying that there's no test to prove that the Earth is moving, and also no test to prove that the Earth is stationary. So we're just gonna call it moving.
He also created electric cars.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
You don't have proof. You don't have proof
Like
that,
that-
Elon Musk
like-
isn't just Tesla reincarnated.
no, dude, Nikola Tesla apparently had like he could apparently use like the matter to make energy, and that's why they killed him because he
I
could use
believe it,
matter. You know, like imagine that though. Like that makes so much sense. Like a free energy source,
Yeah,
bro. When you take money from the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and all these people, it's been a proven fact. That's why, for one, let's get this straight. That's why Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. That's why JFK was assassinated, because you know why? They were trying to change the dollar bill. They were trying to change that penny.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around.
That's
with the
why
Fed,
they
dude.
were assassinated.
Mm.
Not because of slavery,
Now,
not
that's
because of
something
the
that I
Civil
can talk
War.
about. We can talk
It
about
was-
the government all day long. I don't know nothing about space or aliens
Yes,
or reincarnation.
it was
I do find it
100% the
fascinating,
fact
though.
that he was messing with the dollar bill. He wanted to give the people back the money. He wanted to knock the Federal Reserves out completely.
Yeah,
And guess what?
Yeah.
That
Shot
boy's
in the head.
brains are laying on the floor.
Headshot.
Mm-hmm.
Bring campers.
Campers. Hey, every you know what it's funny about that is every greatest U.S. strategy or any military strategy that's ever been pulled off, camping,
Camping, dude, all day.
camping.
Yeah.
But you play video games, you're a pussy. But in real life, camping.
Well, I wouldn't say, I don't know. I mean, they definitely are sloppy with it, but I think they want to be. I think they want people to find out, and talk about it so that other people can argue with each other about it.
I think
know.
that they didn't realize that the
Unless they're
internet
just
was
really
going to get
dumb.
us. Well, yeah, but I didn't think that the internet was going to blow up the way that it did. Like,
No, I think they exactly knew, brother. I think they exactly knew. Like they know exactly.
They
I
don't
think
wanna start talking
Roswell,
about it.
dude. I think
Because then
all
you get
that
you get
was fake.
censorship. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with that. But then, like, what I'm saying is, if they didn't if they expected for their internet and the way that we can connect with each other and spread all this information so damn fast, if they were ready for that, I don't think we would see so much censorship like we see now, where they're just
right.
like with COVID,
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
taking motherfuckers off the
Yeah,
whole
I agree with
platform.
that.
They are
You know, like-
backpedaling a lot right now. They
Oh,
are in
That's
panic
because,
mode.
well, I tell you what. That's because from the last 6 years, it's really gotten to where we're kind of like exposing all these people. I think
know
you're
why?
exactly right, because we're exposing like all these people, and it's from the past 6 years, and really, the internet and all these places were really to manipulate us and to
Mhm.
you know.
Distract us.
But
I'm taking a shower. I'm taking a shower.
yeah.
I'm washing my clothes. Something like that. Like, bro.
But fuck! I said I was gonna say something. We were just talking about internet. Fuck! I lost it.
Here's the thing. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
going back to the moon landing. I mean, think about this. It's 1969, right? Color TV is just being invented. It's the new fad. Okay, people just believed, and there were people that didn't believe, but people just believed that they just live streamed footage from the moon to every house in America from space.
to a
And people to this
telephone
day
at the White House.
still
To a
believe it.
telephone.
Because
Get the fuck outta
we
here.
were taught it in elementary school, and so
I
it's all
can't-
we know.
Well, we were taught that Christopher Columbus founded America.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
true.
true at all.
But no. So like,
We talked about that on
Here's the
another
thing.
episode one day.
if I if I go to where do you live at, Mikey?
Georgia.
Georgia. If I go to Georgia, right? I've never been to Georgia before, right? Never, not once. And I'm like, oh look what I discovered. Hey, look what I discovered, right? Oh, look at this brand new lagoon I just discovered, right? Because I've never seen it before. That's what Christopher Columbus did. That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what he did.
No,
He
well,
got
here's the
somewhere
thing.
Well, in his
He
defense,
wasn't even in America. That's
in their
the thing.
defense, he did suspect that there was. Well, they thought they were going someplace else. They didn't realize that they were going to get interrupted by a big landmass they didn't know existed. But I mean, Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. He just had never seen it before, like you said.
He was just the first nigga there with papers. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, hey, this is mine now. This is mine now.
Amerigo,
This is
whatever,
mine
really
now.
discovered it. That's why America is called America. Because Amerigo, whoever the guy was, he really discovered it.
Amerigo United State. I think it was his name.
Shut up.
George Washington discovered America.
Oh,
George
man.
Washington was a freaking Freemason and a prick.
I'm sure. You know.
Yeah. Freemasons or something.
Name one president that wasn't.
Bro.
Hey, dude, listen. I was deep into Freemason,
There you go.
big time, and I got out of it. I got out of it.
We're gonna talk about that off screen a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, are you comfortable talking about it now?
Yeah.
He's
I don't
gonna
care.
be like JFK, dude. There's a camper out his window right now, dude. Hey, you can
No.
talk about it if you want.
Just know that it's once I started getting into like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and religion and how like all this stuff like really intertwines and like
Yep.
dude,
That's
it
why-
is so sickening and it is so corrupt, and that's why like I believe in a creator, but I do not believe in, like, no offense to anybody, but I don't believe in Christianity and stuff like that. I believe like we have a creator and stuff, but like this, even our country right now was founded in the name of God, and we slaughtered like millions of innocent people. And like England, for instance, like it would have never been England if they didn't slaughter millions and millions of, you know, pagans
Yeah.
in the name of God. You know,
No, you're absolutely right. Like that, which is why, again, when I said I'm a Christian, I am, but I don't. When then Bompton started bringing up what other Christians do and what they believe, I'm not necessarily.
you just gotta
I don't
believe.
know.
Think about how long and how bad this religion stuff has been
look
tainted.
look at Christians now, man. Look, have you seen like what's been going on? Like the Hillsong Church are all like child molesters and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
It's like those aren't people that I
3,000
want representing me and my Savior, my God.
you know, in the 16th century, if I was a priest and I said I had a dream that Bompton, you know, was a traitor or Bompton was the devil, they would literally kill him on sight. They would literally wouldn't ask no other questions about it. They would tie him up and kill him. You know, and that's like, it's genius. Like, I don't know who came up with this, but he is the smartest.
Golden rule.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to look at every religion. You can make people do things if you use their beliefs in their if you put their eternity on
It's
at risk. No, you put their eternity at risk, or you put their belief system. You throw their belief system in there, and then all of a sudden you have an army.
I really believe that there's forces that work outside of us that are like basically like in a different spectrum. Like, you know, we see like the color spectrum, and we see very, 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 very small amounts of that color spectrum. So I believe that there's like forces and stuff that, like, you know, that can move so fast and maybe, or like they're in like the different spectrum. Like, that's why I believe in a lot of different things. I believe that maybe, you know, pagan gods existed or Greek gods existed. Like, I believe that everything is possible. Literally.
Like I said before, people that believe so deeply in something to where they would kill or die for it, there's got to be a reason. Like, I mean, yeah, people are generally stupid and would believe whatever you tell them to do, like we were just talking about. But the people that actually believe in anything would do it because they believe in it, right? And so, like, there's got to be some truth to all of it.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because if you think
I'll be
about
right
it,
back.
who was the guy that made, you know, in like the 1970s or whatever, he made them all think that if they took cyanide, that they would go to a UFO would take
the
them.
Heaven's Gates guy or whatever, right?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like
Yeah, no,
any other,
cults
or
are-
the island
look,
guy that
I'm
took
not.
all
I'm
those
not
kids and stuff.
downplaying.
You know?
I'm not downplaying cults either. Like I don't think that they're right, and I don't think that they should go around killing people. But this dude that did this, for some reason, was so compelled to make all these people believe in what he believed in, to where they would die for it. It's like, yeah, I think that there are cults that exist now that aren't necessarily exposed as cults, and like there are people that I think are good people generally that are part of it, but it's hard to say whether or not, it's hard to blame them for believing in something that they believe in. That's just the way I look at
Yeah.
it.
Wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna go back to the Freemason stuff. How long were you in? Or
My buddy my singer is a master mason, and I was his apprentice. So I was in for like 3 years.
so before you became a member, like, were you interested in it, or did he show you and then you got in?
No, he never even, like, he's not supposed to, because he was a master mason already. And that's like really, really good for him. He's only like 26 years old. He's a master mason. And so he's been in it since high school. And I actually got into it from a semi-truck driver. I seen him, he was wearing a pendant. And I asked him, I said, hey man, like I've been looking up a lot of stuff and I'm really interested. Now, I was like big into religion at the time. Like I was true, like seeking the truth, I wanted to know. And then so I asked him, I said, so how do you get into it? And he's like, you just initiated yourself by coming up to me and asking me about it. And he's like, I'm not supposed to talk to you. You're supposed to come up and talk to me. And he gave me his card and stuff. And he called me, and I had to get 7 people to write a letter. I had to find 7 Freemasons to write a letter to let me into the branch that I got into in McLean, Florida. And I found the 7 people. Hunter was my last person. And the initiation is the weirdest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life.
What'd you do?
So
Only
you go
say it
into
if you can, if you feel comfortable. You don't gotta say it if you don't want to, man. It's up to you.
I don't
You
want
can
the
keep
Skull
back
and Bones
anything.
Society coming after my boy, dude.
Absolutely. But
yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but I'll talk to y'all about it later. But it is,
we
it's
can do it off
pretty
camera.
crazy. It's pretty
'cause
crazy,
I don't
and
want to feel like you gotta say anything.
it's very sacred, and like it reminds me, it's some old times stuff for sure.
Yeah. As long as the Gatorade bottle didn't go in your ass, we're all good, bro.
Nah, there's like, but hey, you're just know that you're wearing nothing but a cloth.
Oh yeah, toga party, bro. I've done those.
Yeah.
A little bukkake.
You're wearing nothing but a cloth.
I've made some bad choices too, man. Don't worry.
No, I find it fascinating.
Mistakes
My grandfather was a Freemason. I don't know how deep into it he was, but his brother is actually still alive, and is you ever seen old brother Rorthel?
Yeah.
You know the guy that's like the KKK Grand Wizard, and he's like the mayor and all that, and he's like the preacher. Yeah, that's him for sure. In an undisclosed city. Yeah. In an undisclosed city in Georgia, you can find my great uncle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a Grand Master?
Wizard, yeah.
Grand Wizard? Is there really called wizards?
I'm pretty sure he is or was. I don't know. I heard a lot of stories from my great grandma about the Ku Klux Klan. And
That's crazy, bro.
She seemed to think that around here at least, which we all know how it got started. It was Democrats that hated black people. I mean, that's how it started. But around here, apparently, she told me stories about these guys would, this is back in like the 20s and 30s, around here too. And she told me stories about how like these guys would, people heard they were like beating their wife or their kids or something like that, and in the middle of the night, these guys would hood up and they'd go and put them in put a bag over their head and take them out into the woods and just beat them with baseball bats and take it back.
Mm-hmm.
And white people too, like
Anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah. So she seemed to think they were kind of doing the Lord's work out here, but I don't, I don't know.
See, that's what the fuck I'm telling you, dude.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing too. It's not
perspective.
like
It's all
Yeah.
perspective.
Imagine you're
Right.
getting beat over the head and you're like, I'm doing the Lord's work. And you're like, what?
Well, no, I was.
Oh,
using
I got
that.
a family to feed.
I was using the Lord's work as a turn of phrase, not that. She seemed to think they were good for the community, helping people that were abusing their wives and stuff or beating up people that were abusing their wives and stuff like that. And in the school books, we're told, they were just people that hung minorities and stuff, and it's like, yeah, some of them probably did that, but. I mean, you gotta. I don't have all the facts, but I have a story my great grandma told me, and that's all I know. I
So what you're saying is kind of like LAPD. They're not all, hey, what's up? My little cook. Say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Yay. Awesome. You having fun? Are you cooking stuff?
Yeah.
Huh? You having a good time?
From my mom.
Okay. Can you say love you, Rankus?
Ooh, love to Winkers.
Say hi, Mikey.
Bye, Mikey.
Bye.
She's good. All right, go. Have fun, baby.
It's like that's a segment in the podcast.
Yeah, every time with a little bit of baby nudity.
Yeah, every single episode we get Bompton's babies.
Thank God she took that little pizza pan away from me because I was playing with that shit nonstop. It has a squishy on top, so I was just like stressing.
Yes.
Yeah, what were we talking about before that? I'm so sorry.
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, what else you guys want to talk about, dude?
Everything.
I mean.
Oh wait, you say you do music? What kind of music?
So right now we're like in like a, I don't know if I would call it like a metalcore band. So we're post-hardcore, heavy metal kind of. We scream and sing.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, you do it with my brother.
Oh.
Yeah. So
is your brother the lead singer?
No, he plays guitar and produces.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm the vocalist. Bruce is the guitarist, and he pretty much mixes all of our mixes for us. And
I should rap for you guys. You guys should do some hardcore metal, and then I'll rap on top of it.
Mom, if you're serious, I'm totally down. I want to start a new metal band, dude. I'm down.
Like a hip hop metal band?
Think like Linkin Park, like something like that.
Hey, I'm not opposed to it, bro. I'm not shy. Shit,
dude. Let's do it.
I once walked into a bar. This is such a funny story, dude. Not that funny, but it was funny like when it happened in the moment. But I walked into a bar that I was very well known with the staff because I was in the service industry too. So
he was on bar.
I go there.
So. He's known by every bar. He was really on Bar Rescue.
So yeah, I remember that podcast.
Yeah. So, anyways,
like the first episode. Yeah.
I was known a little bit in the city, but I went to this bar and I didn't know that they had a random karaoke night on Wednesday nights, and I showed up with a couple of my boys and my wife. My wife, she was only my girlfriend at the time. I think. I don't think we were married yet, or my fiance. Yeah, because it's the guys who I was hanging out with. So she was only my fiance at the time. We walked into this bar. I ordered 5 shots of Patron. Went and sat down with my peeps. Right. We started drinking. I put my name into the karaoke. I did Will Smith, but it's funny. But I did Will Smith, just the two of us, right?
Nice.
Super corny song, but I love that song. And me and my wife were just talking about having a baby. I think we were trying to get pregnant, so like it meant something to me at the time. And I wanted a boy. I ended up having 2 girls. But I took the shot, and some guy came by. He goes, "Dude, that was awesome. What are you guys drinking? I'm gonna get another round." And I was like, "We just took 5 shots of Patron, bro. You gotta do that. That's $120, right? Like, I don't know you. You don't got to do it. It's $20 a shot back then. We're good, bro. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you." He got the rounds, brought it over, took a shot with us, and then he's like, "You putting your name back in?" I put my name back in. I think I did the Humpty dance.
Okay.
Either that or Afro Man, not because I got high, but Colt 45.
Nice.
Was it Colt 45? Yeah.
Do zigzag.
Yeah. I did that one. So no, I did the one where he talks about having sex with a bunch of different women. Which one's that one? Uh-oh.
That was all.
Nah, I can't remember the song. But anyways, the guy, after I did the next song, he came back out and he goes, "Hey, bro, you got an amazing voice." and you remind me of this Brazilian singer. I got a hot Latin. Can you rap in Spanish? I got a hot Latino rap. I think you're gonna be great for, man. The guy took my number down. I went over to the studio. It was way too like real. Like I was drinking and I was high that night. Was not prepared for what I walked into. I put two things down. I've never seen anything come from it, but I'm
gonna say, where can we find these?
If I ever find them, it'd be funny, dude. I'll send it to you. But
I gotta Google hot Latino rap.
Brazilians.
See if I can find these. But yeah, dude, you want to put something down? Let's do it.
Yeah. Do I gotta get the lyrics?
I mean, if you want to write lyrics, you're more than welcome to. If not, we'll do it.
I'm not great at writing lyrics.
Dude, you're great at writing lyrics. What are you talking about? You're a hot Latino rapper, dude.
You know, shit happens.
That's gonna be the name of your. That's gonna be stage name.
Stage name?
Hot Latino rapper.
HLR.
You're gonna be a Pitbull. You're gonna be like Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Flat Earth,
Mr. Flat Earth, Mr. Saucer Earth. Oh my god! But that's dope. So like, do you guys have music out already?
No, we have like 9 songs that we're dialing in. Or like we're dialing in all the music. We're setting all the vocal levels and stuff like that right now. But after we do all that, we're gonna like listen to it, and if we don't like the mix that we come up with, we're actually gonna send them off to a music producer that Bruce is familiar with. But I think Bruce is actually gonna do a good job, and we're gonna end up putting his mixes on Spotify. I'm pretty sure because they sound huge.
I think so too.
Yeah, they sound absolutely huge.
He's been doing it for a long time, and I think there are people out there that do it for a living that aren't quite as good as he is.
I agree.
Realistically. So.
Hey, so wait, if you and I do it, Rangus, who's gonna produce for us? Your brother?
Yeah, Bruce. Do it for us too, man. I'm just gonna start paying him to produce because I'm working on one too, something completely separate. That stuff I sent you.
Mm-hmm.
Which I gotta know. You know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't listen to that music, so
I know you don't.
It'd be a cool for me to like just full on dive deep into it and just try to get into that mindset and then go. It'd be a nice project. I'd have fun.
And you know, Bomp would 100% go. He would go balls deep into it. That's what he does. He would turn that room right there into a studio. I know he would.
100%. 100%, bro.
So,
I live. If you're gonna do anything, do it. Give it 100%, man.
And the thing is, so yeah. Realistically, I want to put out a love letter to new metal. I want to put out a new metal album that's shamelessly.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Now, what is yours? Okay, so I'm sorry. You said like yours like a metal core, right? And
right.
Rangus, what theme are you going with or genre?
I don't know, man. So like
there's so many subgenres in metal, it's ridiculous.
The thing that I've been calling it swamp metal, but that's not really a genre. I don't
Hell
think
yeah,
it is.
dude.
But I'm married to that.
Yeah. So the reason I call it that is because it's got like some southern overtones or undertones or whatever you want to say. But I'm also a big like sludge and stoner metal fan, so it's like kind of whatever comes out is what I'm working on. So for that, it kind of works out because the concept of the music is like cryptids and local legends and things like. So I was talking about my grandma earlier, like my great grandma, talking about that. Her daughter, my grandmother, who has passed away since then, but like she had all these crazy stories that she would tell me about people that lived around here, like the alligator man, this dude that like crawled on the side of the road everywhere he went. He like couldn't walk or something, and everyone called him the alligator man. I was like, dude, that would make a sick song, right? It's about the alligator man, right? So I don't know anything about it though. I just have to.
For the first album, there'll be a 6 song. I don't know about. I wouldn't be doing that for everything.
No, but yeah, that's kind of the idea. I want to do one. I want to do a concept album in one style. Then I want to work on the new metal stuff. And yeah, I'd be totally honored to have the hot Latino rapper El Bomptonio
so stupid.
on there.
I'm down, bro.
What metalcore is? Metalcore is kind of like. Like 80s synths, like you have a lot of synthesizers and like a lot of like kind of like pianos and like.
Me off for a second. You said 80s synths, right?
Yeah, synths.
Like a synth. Like I get it.
No, like a synth.
A synth.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said 80 cents.
Like 80 cents.
That's like 50 cent plus 30 cent. The other lesser known rapper.
80s like a synthesizer. Like
okay.
like.
I get you.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of melodic, stuff going on in the
You should
background, and
send me some of your stuff, man. I'd
yeah,
love
for
to
sure.
listen to it.
All right,
I love
cool.
to listen. I get my kids to listen to a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna add you. Make sure I add you out here. That'd be dope though. I'm super looking forward to that. I'm having fun with that project. It'll be fun.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I'm totally down. Well, with that, I guess we're at the end of the road here for this week's episode, guys.
That was a ramble. We just
we are
rambled
at-
about
Yeah,
35
we did.
54 minutes. Hey, remember when we said we were going to do 30-minute episodes? We have
Yeah.
not done a single 30-minute
without
episode.
a single episode. But you know what? I think taking that hour timer off really just took the pressure off.
Yeah, for sure. So with that, Mikey, where can we find you, dog?
You can find me on Instagram at MichxelRay. That's it. Just MichxelRay.
Michael Ray.
You'll find
It's,
me.
the A is an X, though, correct?
Oh yeah. Yep. Thank
so
you.
M-I.
Thank you for saying that. Because
it's
I
on
totally
screen.
forgot.
It's on screen there for the YouTube viewers. For the listeners on Spotify, it is MichxelRay altogether. You can find them on there.
And our Spotify people, make sure you do come in and watch the YouTube clip because I'm wearing a white T-shirt and my titties are popping.
We got a
Alright.
wet T-shirt concert. Wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah, dude,
going
this
on
was
here
fun.
today.
Y'all gotta have me on a little bit more.
Yeah, I think
This
we're
is
gonna
a
bring
lot.
you back soon, man, because we had like a ramble of just shit, and I think that if we will write down some notes and come at it a little
Dude,
bit better,
for sure.
I'm down. We'll have you back soon, man. Very soon.
All right, bet.
Because that was
All right,
fun.
boys.
All right,
Appreciate
guys.
you listening.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.